Trust is the confident expectation that someone will act in your best interest.
Sure.
That they will be consistent, that they will be honest, that they will be reliable, even when you are not looking. In other words, I have this knowing that this person will protect my interest, they will watch my back, they will do things that will only produce the highest good for me, and I am sure about it. Trust is about emotional safety. It's about knowing that I am safe in this person's presence or around them. I am safe to be myself. I am safe to be vulnerable. I know they won't hurt me. I know they won't do anything that would jeopardize my today or my tomorrow. I know they won't shame me. I know they won't do anything that will take away or depreciate the purposes and plan of God for my life. When you trust somebody, your plans are safe with them. Your future are safe with them. Now, this is the other part. Your failures and your mistakes, they're also safe with them. Beautiful. Your weakness, your nakedness is safe with them. Yes. They're not going to splash your nakedness on social media. Yeah. They're not going to do anything, even if you were wrong, even if you made mistake. Where there is trust, you know that they can cover you. They can protect you. Now, love only runs on the wheels of trust. If there's no trust, there is no love. So when the Bible says something like love covers a multitude of offenses, that's trust. So if there's no trust, there is no love. If we don't have that foundation of trust, there is no love. And unfortunately, many people are trying to do love and they mix it up, and they don't understand that you need to build trust brick by brick for you to be able to have a foundation to do love with anybody. So this is a mistake many people make, and they say, no, I don't know why the relationship is not working. Are you trustworthy? Are you doing things that are making the other person uncomfortable, making the other person always looking over their shoulder to see what you are doing, and so on and so forth? So if there is no trust, there can be a relationship. It looks like this. I said I will call you by 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. I called you. I said I'll be home in 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes I'm home. I said I will give you that money on Monday, and Monday I give you the money. It's doing what you said you would do. That's what trust looks like. And then doing it repeatedly. That's what it looks like on a daily basis. What your heart is saying and what your actions are doing are the same.
Yes.
In other words, you're not saying something else and then thinking something else and then doing something else. So for there to be trust, there has to be consistency between what I'm thinking, saying, and doing. And then the other person gets to believe it, and the other person gets to count on it. So where there is trust, there's predictability. It's predictable behavior, because you said to me, I'll give you the money on Monday. I can predict, I can actually make plans based on that promise, because I trust you and you will come through. I can go ahead and tell someone else that, Monday I'm going to give you 200 Rand because someone promised me 1,000 Rand. So he said, I'll give you 1,000 Rand on Monday. Now, because I trust you, I can count on your word and then go ahead and make plans based on your promise. So when you begin to break promises, trust begins to go down.
They were both naked and not ashamed. For everyone, it's difficult to just be vulnerable with another person. That is where trust is actually most important also. Yes. Because your vulnerability, you have to be able to be vulnerable to actually do a proper good relationship. You have to be vulnerable. So trust is that platform that affords you to be vulnerable with another person. And it's such a difficult thing to be vulnerable with someone. So if that platform is not being built that allows you to be vulnerable, you really are not building a deep relationship. You are having surface, and that means that a lot of conflict will be there, because that platform is so important for the next person to feel safe and vulnerable, and you need them to be vulnerable.
Let me come in it. You see, there's something that all of us humans desire. We desire true intimacy with another person. Someone you know that I can trust you, I can be vulnerable to you, I can be myself with you, I can count on you. I know that my plans are safe with you, my future is my life is safe with you. It's terrible to be lonely. It's terrible to not know that there's somebody who cares for you, who covers for you, who you can count on in the days where there's trouble, there's adversity, or somebody who can truly be genuinely happy for your success or for your progress. You know, you can have siblings who are envious and who are jealous. You can have friends who don't want to hear that you bought a new car, or that you bought, you got a new job, or something beautiful is happening to you. There are people that you have. Can I tell you, the only offense you committed is that you made progress. Trust is so important. When you have your life surrounded with people you trust, you can make progress. When you have people in your world that you can truly trust, because you know that they can pray for you, they can support you, they can defend you, they can assist you. So there's something that we are saying in this month. We need to learn how to build trust.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick. We're going to break it down and teach how to build it brick by brick, because everybody needs to have trustworthy people in their world. Otherwise, life becomes painful. Life becomes very lonely.
There must be trust as the basis of your relationship. So that's what we're delving into this month of March.
Yes.
And we're going to be taking it brick by brick.
Yes.
And at the end of the month, we're going to have our live session where we are actually going to take time and really discuss it and break it down a bit more.
Are they really harmless? White lies are basically lies that people tell without the intention to be malicious. Sometimes white lies are told to prevent embarrassment. White lies are told to not create awkward moments and so on and so forth. But are they really harmless in relationships? They're not.
Sure.
They're not. You see, when you tell a white lie, and the other person comes to find out that you actually lied. The problem with that is it looks harmless, but they noted it. They noted it. And the next time you are saying something, they begin to wonder, is this another, one of like the other episode from the other day, and so on. So instead of, white lies, we can learn to be honest. We can learn to be discerning in how we communicate. We don't want to hurt somebody, yes. You don't want to embarrass somebody, yes. You don't want to be awkward, yes. So instead of saying, for instance, I'm coming when you know that you're not coming. Or okay, what about the one that something is wrong?
Yeah.
I can see that something is wrong. I say, what's wrong? He said, nothing is wrong.
Yes, that's a bit different.
That's a white lie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I can see that something is wrong, but you say nothing is wrong. So why don't we say something like, I'm dealing with something, or I'm processing something. Just give me time. I'll come around.
No, I like that.
At least I'm being honest. You can read it from my mood that I'm not okay. Inconsistency. Saying one thing and doing another. You say one thing and you do another. Or I'll meet you at the pub by 2 p.m. It's 5 p.m. and you didn't show. It's inconsistent. The person was sitting and waiting for you, and they left other things they were doing. They could have gone to do other things, but they went there to wait for you, and you didn't show up, and you didn't bother to call to say something came up, I am not able to come. See, so inconsistency. Let's go back to the money issue. I said I'll give you money on Monday, and then I made plans on the promise that money is coming, and then the money doesn't come, and you don't say anything. So that's inconsistency. Those are the things that are destroying trust. You see, when you begin to hide things in a relationship, you're hiding things. You are doing things and you're hiding them. And then, the other person begins to wonder, what's really going on? What else are you hiding? It's like when you find out that they lied to you, then you start questioning every single thing, even their name. You start questioning everything. When you are in a relationship, you want to be consistent. You want to, what you say you will do is what you will do. There are many things. Let's talk about public disrespect.
That is another one.
Yes. You see, when I am not sure that my reputation and my well-being will be protected by you in public, especially like people who are full of drama, they explode anywhere. They can challenge you anywhere. They can assault you anywhere. They can throw out their toys from the court anywhere. Those things break trust. So those kind of behaviors make you very untrustworthy, because we don't know when you're going to explode. We don't know how you're going to respond. We don't know, where you're going to throw out the toys and the things you're going to say about me in front of everybody. When you have those kind of erratic, emotional makeup, you make it difficult for people to trust you, because now people will be, what's the word? Walking on eggshells around you, because they don't know what you are up to and what you can do. You can blow up, you can, create scenes, and people don't want to be embarrassed in front of other people. So those are some of the things that people do that create mistrust. Yeah.
Yes, and just to talk about the white lies a bit more. Some of those things are things that we even tend to grow up with. We've read it, we see it, we do it. Like you said, 95% of people in relationships tend to do white lies. So it's something that is a learned behavior, but we're saying it doesn't help your relationship. So it's a behavior you have grown to think it's okay because you think you're protecting the other person. But what you're doing is that you are leaving gaps for the devil to take advantage of. As Christians, the devil will use anything that he can if he wants to destroy. So when you begin to say things that you are not really being truthful, and also it's a cop-out for communication. Because you are not willing to actually have the proper communication with the person to be able to express what you want to say in a way that they'll be able to understand. So it's a lack of us learning how to communicate properly, but now we use lies to cover up, and we are not building. We are actually leaving gaps in that relationship.
Chronic criticism. When you are constantly finding fault with this person, it breaks trust. It just destroys it. Because this person now doesn't know how to behave around you, because you're going to criticize, you're going to find something wrong. They're always, having to protect themselves around you because you're about to strike, you're about to hit, and you hit hard. Those are the things that break trust. But, not the feeling of knowing that even if I'm not right, this person protects me. They can correct me gently. They can point me in the right direction. They can help me see what I'm doing wrong in a good way. So I don't even mind them pointing out my mistakes, because I know that there's love around what they're trying to do, and they will bring me edification. But when I'm not sure of that, those kind of things betray trust and they destroy trust. If you are dealing with trust issues in your relationship, in your marriage, or you're single, and you're struggling from past betrayals, and you want to get past it, you want to contact us. The number to reach us is 062-520-2020. 062-520-2020. When you make contact with our team on that number, and then they will direct you on what to do, how we can help you, how we can assist you. And then I want to talk to us about the event we have coming up on March 27th, Friday, March 27th. Thank God it's Friday. We're going to be dealing with this trust issue. We're going to be praying for people. We're going to be x-raying, the things that are making it difficult for you to go past betrayal. Now it's happened. How do we go past it? How do we rebuild? What do we do? And remember, the key word or the key phrase there is brick by brick. So we're going to go into the dynamics of how to rebuild it, how to build it afresh. If you are hoping to get into a relationship, how do you build trust with somebody? Or there's somebody you are liking and you want to get things right from day one. How do you build with them? You need to diarize March 27, 2026.
Registrations are already open.
Oh, yes.
Go to 0625-2020 and you'll know how to get your space, because it's important. We're going to be praying. We're going to be dealing with things, and we're going to help you to know how to build and also help you to know how to rebuild.